Today we're going to be talking about SOS stock and why it's up huge today. Let's get into the video. Hi everyone, my name is Zach and welcome back to Finance Bro. Before we get started, I just want to preface the video saying that this is an update to what short sellers aren't telling you about SOS stock. So if I don't address thoroughly what short sellers aren't telling you about SOS stock, go back to this video because I'm making an update on the video. I am giving new details, new information, and what's going on with the stock right now, and giving new updated thoughts and some technical analysis on the stock. So there's a lot of new information, but this is an update on this video, as it says in the title that this is an update. And before we talk about SOS stock and its potential for a trade this week, I'd like to ask you guys to please leave a comment of your favorite stock of the moment, why is your favorite stock of the moment, and also leave a like and subscribe as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want 2 free stocks from WeBull worth up to $1,850, then go ahead and click the first link in the description and get all signed up. But without any further ado, let's get into ticker symbol SOS or SOS Limited. So obviously SOS stock is one of the most talked about stocks on our channel and one of our favorite stocks because of the potential upside that it presents. But when we talked about it in our YouTube video a couple of weeks ago, the stock was trading about $6.33. It has recently gone down to as much as, I believe, $4.20. So basically it sold off a lot, but today it is up again. And we're going to be going over why it's up again in this video. So I found this awesome article that explains exactly why SOS was up so much in after hours yesterday and is even up today as well. So it basically says that SOS stock surges again amid since deleted Reddit post calling for a squeeze. Then goes on to say that SOS Limited shares are skyrocketing Wednesday, up 30%, despite a lack of any fundamental news on the company. So basically, yeah, there is nothing fundamentally that has changed about SOS. There's no news that should have people excited about SOS. It's basically just a Reddit post that said that we can squeeze these SOS short sellers. The data that I found on SOS, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, there's the short volume ratio is only 8%, so I don't see much of a short squeeze that could happen here. The total short volume is only 5 million for today, and it's been on the downward trend over the past few days. So I don't see anything that could be, squeezed further on this stock. But nonetheless, if a person on Reddit says that a short squeeze can happen, it can happen, right? No, I'm kidding. It really can't. I don't see a short squeeze that is possible here. Only 5 million shares being shorted. They could easily buy that back. There's no squeeze that can happen here, sadly. It then goes over the post on Reddit. It says a post on Reddit thread late Tuesday, which has since been deleted, called upon traders to buy the stock to initiate a short squeeze over the next 5 trading days. This will require everyone to participate, whether it's 10 shares or 10,000. We need your diamond hands there. The Redditor pointed out that 20% of the float is shorted. And I don't know what he's on, but I mean, if this was talked about on March 31st, sure. I would see that 30% being shorted, or 20% being shorted, but today only 8% is being shorted. So, I mean, it was, 15% a day ago, but that's not enough to squeeze a stock, in my opinion. Shares need to be between 20 to 30% of a low float to be squeezed. But I don't know what this guy's on, but people really listened to him, and it was up 31% in pre-market trading. And of course, SOS short sellers had to get their firms involved and remind investors of the class action lawsuit that is happening because they really think that they have a case here. And it's really funny because any time that any positive news comes out about SOS, it's funny that this firm only reminds people of the class action lawsuit when good news comes out about SOS. So SOS goes up like 30%, and then this firm is like, hey guys, remember, we can get you your money back if you lost any money, because a lot of SOS investors probably did lose money on this stock. But I mean, even I lost money on this stock. But at $4, this thing is wildly undervalued. With all the mining rigs that they have now, this thing is totally undervalued. But yeah, so I just found it funny that these firms released it at 8 a.m. when shares were up 35% to remind people and try to scare investors into, backing out of the trades that they're entering. Now we can get into some technical analysis. So if we zoom out on the 30-minute or even the hour time frame, obviously this thing's been selling off ever since its high point. And I'm gonna admit, I did lose money. I bought at this high point, sold it at about $12, lost about 25%. It was a small position, not too worried about it. But I'm glad I sold at 12 and didn't try to wait it out. I knew I had to cut my losses, and I knew it was going to start selling off as these short sellers are just trying to beat this stock down. And they've done a good job so far, but I feel like they just have to give up at this point. $4.20 is very low for any Bitcoin mining stock in 2021. But obviously this thing was trading up to like 30% in pre-market. I even saw it at like the 650 level in the pre-market when I was up last night. But obviously it sold off a bit. But now it's actually starting to trend back up. If we can, the MACD is still on an upward trend, but I think we could start seeing a bit of a downward trend or leveling out on the MACD. And obviously it's overbought right now. This is only really going to be an opportunity for a day trade. And if you see, this is the 1 minute time frame, so this is what I day trade on. If I was looking at this this morning, this is a downward trend, obviously, but we have the 3 white soldiers right here, and that signifies an upward trend. But now, we are looking for the same 3 white soldiers stock pattern right here. So if we can see 3 green candlesticks right here, that's where I might enter a day trade. Obviously, I don't do that much day trading anymore, but I'm honestly liking how this is going. So if you could see, like, SOS is honestly one of the only stocks that is up on our, like, what we've like looked at recently on WeBull. So really red day in the market, but SOS is just killing it. I want to see SOS try to stay above the 590 level. And if it can break above the 620 level, I think we can start seeing, the 7s here soon. So if it has broken above the 620 level by the time you're seeing this video, that's what I'm looking for. But if we are, looking for a live day trade here, I think we are starting to see a trend reversal. Obviously, this is a downward trend. And if we can see this 3rd green candlestick, that will signify the reversal, a trend reversal, and start its trend back up. Whether we see that or not, that remains to be seen, but we will see. But yeah, that's going to be it for my technical analysis. See you in our regular scheduled programming. As for my overall thoughts on SOS stocks, I'm super bullish. I thought SOS at like $4, $5 was a complete steal. I still think it's a steal at $6. I think it's even a steal at $7. I think this thing can return to highs again after short sellers are done with their hissy fit that they're having. I feel like short sellers at this point should just take their W and leave, because there's only 8% short interest, but they're really trying to hammer SOS for fraud, even though there's really no hard evidence that SOS is involved in any fraud whatsoever. But yeah, that's my overall thoughts on SOS stock. And for what SOS short sellers aren't telling you, it's basically that this is a great stock, okay? This was an update to a video that I made recently, so I just wanted to respond and give some more updates on it. But yeah. But I want to remind you guys that I'm not a financial advisor and that this is not financial advice. If you do want financial advice, go ahead and seek it out from a professional financial advisor and not someone you met on the internet 5 minutes ago. But if you are interested in buying this stock and you have not made an account with WeBull yet, what are you doing? You got to get in the pre-market and after hours with us. All you got to do is make an account, deposit $100, and you can get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850. That's going to be it for me today. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really helped with the YouTube algorithm and it shows we're doing something right here. But my name is Zach, and I'll see you in the next video.